What is up, fellow Spartans? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy the Spartan, and in this video I'm gonna be talking about some free stuff, a Destiny 2 bundle, and a little bit of news from here and there. So without further ado, let's start with the first bit of free stuff. Apparently Dead Island Riptide, the definitive edition, an open world co-op zombie game, and a very fun one for that matter, which released back in 2016. I know I had a blast with it. So if you're interested in something like this, or if you're simply a game collector like myself, you can get this for nothing. Basically, it's free for the next 2 days until February 15th. It's completely 100% discounted. Instead of 20 euros, it is 0. Moving on, Fanatical has deemed it fit to give us Driftland, the Magic Revival, for free, with a twist, however. The 22 countries, unfortunately, are excluded. So basically, you can activate the game anywhere except those 22 countries, which I will put in the description so that you know what's what. As always, I will link everything I talk about in the description for ease of access and stuff like that. But if you are outside any of those 22 countries, you can get this game for, you guessed it, free. Discounted from 17 euros to nothing. Again, same as with Dead Island. If you're interested or simply a game collector, go for it. Destiny 2, which is I haven't played it. I haven't played the first one, haven't played the second one, but I've always had my eye on them, especially Destiny 2. It's a really interesting game, not to mention the fact that it is completely free to play if you want the base, the most bare bones experience. But it does have its fair share of DLC. Now, if you go to Steam, you will see that it has 14 DLC. However, it's actually, some of these packs contain other packs from the same list. So you would, if assuming you would want to buy everything for this game, you wouldn't have to pay 565 euros. It's more like a 300 to 400 tops. However, Humble Bundle is selling, I'm not sure if this is all the DLC for the game, but something tells me it is. If I'm mistaken, sorry about that. Humble Bundle is it's selling everything from year 2 up until and including year 6 for a little under 40 euros. Which, again, if you're a Destiny player and if you can afford it, go for it, definitely. And moving on to the last bit of today's video, which is the news part. Apparently, a 17-year-old Counter-Strike prodigy carried his team to a tournament victory at the IEM Katowice in a performance which was dubbed one of the greatest in the history of the game. So Daniil Donk Krishkovets, dude, kudos. You deserve it, man. If you're as good as the if you're as good as the title says, good on you, man. Kudos. GG. Moving on, Starfield has apparently lost 97% of its Steam players in 6 months. So 97% of Steam players in just half a year, that is That is sad. Especially since I love Bethesda and I spent almost 400 hours in Starfield. Personally, I enjoyed my experience. I enjoyed the game, but I can definitely see, finally, where people are coming from. My eyes have been opened. I've been biased so far towards this controversial launch and game overall. But yeah, I can definitely see now what's going on, because basically people aren't surprised at all, citing things like Starfield as being a very soulless game at times, featuring rinse and repeat missions, having useless low quality dialogue, and so on. Yeah, there's a huge list of things the game should not have had, and another list with a shit ton of stuff that the game should have featured, definitely. Again, a little bit of sad news, but we need to take into account the fact that Starfield is not just a Steam game. It's also on Xbox's Game Pass, and will most likely be featured on PlayStation in the future, since Uncle Phil decided it would be a good idea to start launching its exclusives to PlayStation as well. So yeah, but as far as Steam goes, 97%. I mean, say what you will, but Steam is, in my eyes at least, the biggest gaming platform out there. Maybe I'm mistaken, but yeah. Okay, moving on to more interesting news. The Ornithopter from Dune. If you're a Dune fan, if you've read any of the books, if you saw the movie, if you've played any of the retro games, and anything in between, the Ornithopter has made its way into Microsoft Flight Simulator, apparently, which is really interesting. And the movie, Dune Part 2, the sequel to Denis Villeneuve's 2021 sci-fi epic, it's almost upon us. So, in the lead up to the film's highly anticipated release, which will be on March 1st, apparently, Microsoft and Xbox Game Studios announced the arrival of the Ornithopter and the desert plains of Arrakis within the Microsoft Flight Simulator game. And it's going to be a free expansion, so win-win, basically. Moving on, there's apparently a new racing game in the mix. It is called the Le Mans Ultimate, and it's coming to Steam in early access on February 20th. Studio 397 and Motorsport Games official has some positive news to share, because apparently, like I said, their game is coming to early access on Steam on February 20th, and it's going to start at only £25 for some reason, which is interesting because it kind of looks like a AAA game. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I guess we'll see. Granted, early access, you shouldn't exactly be releasing an early access game at 60 or 70 euros, but yeah, I guess we have to wait and see. This one was for the racing enthusiasts out there. Fallout 5 is coming sooner than we expected, but with a huge twist. I was not expecting this. The twist is that the creators behind the upcoming Fallout TV series, actually see their show, the show they're making right now, as Fallout 5. And they have referred to their Fallout TV show as Fallout 5. So it's not exactly Fallout 5, the video game, is coming sooner than expected, but rather Fallout 5 is more of a, I don't even know what to call it, intermission between games. It's just, you know, it's another bit of sad news, because again, like I said, I love Bethesda and everything they've created up until this day. I mean, I grew up with the first Fallout back in '98, I think it was. I grew up with their franchises, and we got nothing in the way of no news in the way of Fallout 4 next gen, the free update. And now they're saying Fallout 5 is coming, but it's technically the Fallout TV show being referred to as Fallout 5. Not cool. That's all I have to say about this. Not cool, Bethesda. Not cool. GTA 6. One of the, if not the most anticipated games in the last decade, is coming in 2025. We know that much. However, the Take-Two earnings guidance means it will not be coming before April 2025. So there's that. At least we know that. So it's going to be arriving after April. Make of this what you will. Personally, I think we've waited more than enough. So what's a couple of more months, right? We got a trailer, discussions all over the internet, conspiracy theories, 3D modelings of the map. I mean, if you start scouring the internet right now about GTA 6 content, you'll have more than enough to keep you occupied for the first half of 2025, basically. So yeah, and I just realized it's 2024, so it's not exactly a couple of months, it's more like a year. Roughly a year and a few months. Still, we can wait. I say we can wait. And last but not least, gonna end today's video with another little wholesome bit of news. A video game called To the Star, a survival game based on Alice in Wonderland, in which you can cook your dreams, is on the way. And the this article is really interesting, especially in the way it's describing this video game. Like I said, the link will be in the description down below, as well as everything else I talked about today. Developers Covenant.dev have announced that this video game, which is a whimsical survival adventure, it takes inspiration from Alice in Wonderland, and it has a cooking system that lets you combine monster parts with suppressed emotions so as to produce both consumable foodstuffs and weapons. It's it's quite a mouthful. And that's pretty much it for today. As usual, like I said, you can find everything in the description down below for easy access. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and until the next video, take care, stay safe, Have fun, and never forget, a Spartan rises as soon as they've fallen. Have a good one. Bye-bye.